Hello everybody, I am back. Kind of just a different video here today. Sorry, I've got terrible lighting. This is just, it's where I am. It's what's going on right now. Terrible lighting. I've got this overhead light. I've got the light from my laptop shining at me. Got like these crazy dark circles around my eyes. But it's okay, because I'm just making a video to just touch base and talk about a few things that are on my mind. Not a whole lot going on in particular, but just a few things I wanted to touch on. It's been a few days since I made a video, and I was talking about my run streak. Really funny thing about that, I actually almost forgot to run yesterday. Just sitting here, I'm dog sitting right now, and it was like 6 o'clock, and I was just sitting here, like, you know, what am I doing, blah, blah, blah. Actually, was it yesterday? No, the day before. But in any case, sitting around doing absolutely nothing, and then I was like, oh my god, yeah, I need to go run because we're doing this run streak. I almost just legit forgot about it. And that would have been just such an, like, ridiculously pathetic and unimpressive end to, what was a 10-day run streak at the time. So, just crazy. But anyway, so that's coming along. I did keep that going. Today was actually day 13. So yeah, that was a couple days ago that I almost forgot. But I did get my 11th day in. Other than that, which is still just kind of going slow, I'm still just doing some shorter runs, you know, like 5K. Excuse me, has been basically the longest I've run during this 13-day streak, just because I'm trying to, you know, really just get used to running itself and get used to just doing that every day. And I don't want to overdo it in any way. And it feels so weird because, you know, like, when I'm in shape, I can just go out and run 8 to 10K a day, and it's just nothing, you know? Like, I can just go run for an hour every day, and there's no issue. But I'm just playing that sort of balancing act, like, knowing that I'll get there, so trying to be patient, not letting the ego, you know, creep up and tell me, oh, just run further or run faster, and just building into it. But anyways, that's been a little bit of a thing. Otherwise, you know, running, not much else to report. Since I am dog sitting in my old town, I have access to a few other stores, thrift shops, pawn shops, stuff like that I don't have, obviously, in my new house. So I've been able to hit that up a little bit, and I'm gonna have to do a really nice size on, like, kind of video game pickup sort of video, because I got some amazing deals. So there's a local pawn shop that has a clearance section. Most games are like, you know, $1, $2, maybe $3. And so, you know, I continuously find good games, like popular games that, you know, probably had millions of copies, and was easy enough to come by, but that I didn't own, or just are new to me, or maybe even for a console that I don't even have, because, excuse me. Because, yeah, like, I don't own a PS3 or a PS4 yet, nor do I own an Xbox One, or either of the newest PS5 or Xbox Series X. So really, like, my newest stuff is the Nintendo Switch and an Xbox 360, which is hilarious. But, you know, I've been able to pick up some games for that because they're dirt cheap. You know, they're $1 or $2, and, you know, some of them are just sports titles or whatever, but I like sports games. And so I've picked up a bunch of those, and I went into a place earlier today because I had to run to town real quick. Man, why am I yawning so much? It's only 20 after 7. I know it seems really dark, and it is. It's actually pitch black outside, because 20 after 7 in mid-October in Canada, that's what you're going to get. But I don't know why I'm yawning so much. In any case, I was able to go in a... so there's a local thrift store, a Value Village. Value Village is pretty common in Canada. I think most people know what that is. In any case, I like to go in there because they have video games from time to time, and sometimes I'll find real gems in there. Like, I found, you know, Def Jam Fight for New York, Def Jam Vendetta. You know, we're talking like a $50 game and a $180 game that I was able to flip and make some really nice money off of, because I only spent $2 on it. And I picked up a couple good ones. A couple like sports titles that are going to be in my collection, and then a couple that I spent like $3-4 on that I'm going to flip and sell on eBay for like 25 or 30. So that's pretty cool. I try to always balance it out. Like I like to pick myself up some stuff that I'm going to keep, but I always like to like get one other item if I can that I know I'm going to be able to eventually flip. That's going to either pay for or mostly pay for the stuff that I'm buying to keep. So although I won't get that money back right away, I know that I'm basically breaking even or close to it on what I'm picking up. That's my goal whenever I go thrifting and looking for games. And then I went to another store that it's basically like a little charity shop that helps support the hospital, and they just recently reopened because they'd been closed for a very long time due to the whole situation. And yeah, I went in. I had no idea what to expect. Like I haven't been in there since since like the last probably 2 years, and I haven't been in there ever looking for video games or anything because I wasn't even collecting at the time, the last time I was in there. But I looked around and I did actually find a bunch of PS4 games. They were all sports titles, mind you, but they were all only $2 a piece. And again, I don't have a PS4 yet, but I'm going to get one eventually at some point in the next few months. Probably I'll probably just wait till the new year, get through like the whole fall, because like Jamie's birthday's coming up, Christmas, things like that. I want to make sure that none of those things suffer because I just go out and buy a console I don't need. But yeah, like just a few really nice titles. And again, I like sports games, and for $2 a piece, you can't go wrong. Especially one of them is Rory McIlroy's golf, like PGA golf or something. And I'm a big golf fan, and I like golf games a lot. And for some reason, this one is just a little bit more expensive. Maybe it didn't sell well. I don't know. Maybe it isn't even very good. But I think it normally sells for like $30-40 or something like that, and I got it for $2. So yeah, kind of nice to have that in my collection. And also just found a few books that I'm trying to rebuild: the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind and the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. I did have them all at one point in time, and when we'd been living in apartments and stuff where we really just didn't have a lot of room for things, that's when we kind of just got rid of a lot of physical stuff and moved more to digital. And I kind of feel like now that we have the space for it, we've got a house, we have space for these things. And, I mean, I don't want to be like a doomsdayer or anything like that, but like there's a very good possibility that things continue to spiral downward and we don't have all the same digital luxuries that we have today. And it's nice to have some things physically, whether that's books or video games or whatever. I mean, hopefully we'll still have electricity if the shit hits the fan, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it's nice to have some physical copies of things because you just never know. And also we have the room for it, so why not? So yeah, picked up a few of those books as well. And, it's been a really good week while I've been here dog sitting for picking up just a ton of cheap games. And like, I know that what I have picked up for myself is probably valued at less, or what I spent is probably less than like $75. And I know that the 3 or 4 items that I've got that I'm going to sell, I will easily be able to sell for about $100 to $150 combined, depending on how they go. Like sometimes, you list something on eBay. If it sits there for a little while, you might like give an offer to somebody if they're watching your item, or someone will offer you a little bit less and you'll take it. And I usually like to be around the lowest price, but maybe not the lowest price. It gives a little bit of room to negotiate a little bit. I like making the sale, and if I can get 80 to 85% of my listed asking price, then I'm usually pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's that. And went home on Monday, which was actually Thanksgiving here in Canada, but went home on Monday and installed some shelves in our dining room closet. So that's a nice pantry situation for us now. had a really terrible situation, customer service type situation when I first went and got the plywood and stuff to get the shelves, but not going to rant about that. I did email the owner of the store, and I think, everything's all good, and there's an opportunity for me to go in there and just, have them take care of me in some way or another. So that it was a good response anyway to my email. I didn't want to just go blast them on social media. Like, any place, as good as it is, can have one person that just completely, gives a terrible experience or something like that. And that was the case here. Apparently, this guy's retiring, so he just doesn't care. But anyway, they offered to make it right. But in the meantime, because time was of the essence, and I was down here dog sitting and just like not being able to just go and do things, and being about an hour and a half away from home right now, I was able to, luckily, a coworker who lives very close to where I'm staying here and very close to the actual physical location of our workplace. I work remotely from home, but he actually works in the office, and he lives just up the road from the office. He let me use his tools, so we were actually able to catch up. First time I saw him in person in a while, in months, and we were able to catch up in his garage while I cut things to the actual proper lengths so that they would fit for shelves, and just kind of shoot the shit for a little while. It was nice. But yeah, what else? I mean, not really celebrating Thanksgiving. We don't really do that anymore. I think Jamie and I kind of feel the same way, that it used to be a good opportunity for us to maybe promote some plant-based meals and vegan living and stuff like that. And I just don't even feel the desire to do that anymore. I think as I get a little bit older, and actually this reminds me, I didn't plan on talking about this, but I just had a conversation with somebody today about, I grew up as a white kid in a white town, and I make no claims that I understand personally the struggles that the First Nations and Aboriginal people have gone through. My mom does have her actual legal First Nation status, and so I do have half of my immediate family, like on my mom's side, they are First Nations people from here in Atlantic, Canada, and it's just part of my life, my background, that I guess I never really ever explored or was even exposed to or even really thought about, just because I was raised, in a white area, and like my dad's just a white dude from around here, so it's like, I guess I just never really had those experiences, and also didn't have any of those struggles, for which I'm grateful. But as I get older and I recognize more and more, what went on, and it's just hard for me to celebrate Thanksgiving, even though Canadian Thanksgiving isn't really exactly the same as like the U.S. Thanksgiving, the whole Columbus and all of that. It's still tied to it, because our Thanksgiving falls on Columbus Day, and it's very tied to it. And certainly the settlers coming over here did not make the Native Americans' life easy. So it also got me thinking about just random things, like a friend of mine had just posted about how the last residential school in Canada closed in '96. So in 1996, I was 13 years old, hanging out, playing Super Nintendo, and just living life, no problems, not even having to think about these horrors. And meanwhile, just a couple thousand kilometers away, there's still a residential school open in Canada, and kids are living basically in a child prison and a genocide camp. And that's infuriating to me. That's very, very infuriating to me, because that shouldn't have to happen to anybody, obviously. But you kind of think about atrocities like that being historical, and kind of like not in your lifetime, but there I was, a 13-year-old kid, not knowing that was going on to other kids. Just a few provinces over from me. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to dive into that too deep. I don't want to put too much doom and gloom on this to match my dark visage. But it is something that was on my mind today, so I decided to share it. And this video is really nothing other than just to kind of give a little bit of an update of what's going on. I haven't really been filming much here and doing much because I've just been working, like doing my actual job, or just busy going around, and not a whole lot to show. I mean, getting out for short runs or hanging out with these dogs. I mean, they're basically just massive cats. They just sleep all day. I mean, we play outside a little bit sometimes too, but like they're very chill dogs. So not much to show, I guess, but I'm gonna try to get out, for some more good quality runs where I can kind of take the camera with me and continue to sort of share this run streak and get into some different varying areas and stuff like that. Probably not up that excuse me. Probably not up that hill behind our place anytime again soon. That took the juice out of me, but that's okay. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to touch base. Just wanted to make a little video and just kind of just ramble on a little bit. It's been 16 minutes, so I'll shut up now. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what I can do to make my videos shorter and less rambly. Any advice welcome. But yeah, okay, that's about it. I'll shut up now, and thanks for watching. Really do appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate everybody on other social media platforms that follow my running journey as well, like Strava and whatnot. You can find that in the link in the description. If you're on Strava and you want to follow me, great, go for it. And I will see you in the next video. All right, peace, guys.